When you're the fastest man alive, people think you leave the world behind. But when you run together, the world moves with you.
Usain Bolt. The name speaks for itself, don't you think? And as he already mentioned, he is widely known as the fastest man alive. He is such a great athlete that even after he retired in 2017, his 100-meter and 200-meter world records remain untouched. As you all know, Usain Bolt is a Jamaican sprinter who won gold medals in the 100-meter and 200-meter races in an unprecedented 3 straight Olympic Games, and is widely considered the greatest sprinter of all time. Bolt, the son of grocers in Jamaica's rural Trelawney Parish, excelled as a cricket fast bowler in his preteen years. While he developed a deep affection for the European football teams Real Madrid and Manchester United, his school coaches steered him towards track and field. And so, Bolt first marked himself as a track prodigy at the 2002 World Junior Championships. There, 15-year-old Bolt raced before a crowd of 36,000 in Jamaica's National Stadium in Kingston and won gold in the 200 meters. With that win, he became the youngest ever male World Junior Champion in any event. When he turned 16, he cut the junior 200-meter world record to 20.13 seconds and ran the event in 19.93 seconds a year later, becoming the first teenager to break 20 seconds in the race. He might have been on a roll, except he was hampered by a hamstring injury and thus failed to advance beyond the 200-meter heats at the 2004 Olympics in Athens. The following year wasn't any better when he placed last in the 2005 World Track and Field Championships final. Fast forward to 2007, the young Jamaican athlete appeared newly dedicated to his training and earned a silver medal in the 200-meter at the World Championships. He also persuaded his coach to let him try the 100 meters, and he ran 10.03 seconds in his first professional race at the distance. However, it wasn't until 2008 that he was dubbed the fastest man alive. He earned the moniker after winning 3 gold medals at the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing, China, and becoming the first man in Olympic history to win both the 100 and 200 meter races in record times. He then won 3 Olympic gold medals at the 2012 Summer Olympic Games in London, along the way notching an Olympic record time of 9.63 seconds in the 100 meters, making him the first man in history to set 3 world records in Olympic competition. The fastest man alive then made history again at the 2016 Summer Games in Rio with gold medals in the 100 and 200 meter races and 4x100 meter relay. Quite obviously, the wins gave him a triple-triple, 3 golds over 3 consecutive Olympics. Note, however, that he later was stripped of one of the relay golds because of a teammate's doping violation. Bolt had to return his 4x100 meter medal for Beijing 2008 after his teammate Nestor Carter was retroactively banned for a doping violation, but his personal record remains impeccable, and his sprinting record haul is surely unbeatable. Needless to say, Usain Bolt has been, quite simply, the face of 3 Olympic Games. To win the event's blue-ribboned event, the 100-meter just once guarantees Olympic immortality. To do it 3 times at consecutive games and add the 200-meter and 4x100-meter relay titles to the mix gives him a good chance to be considered the greatest athlete of all time. Still only 33, he is a living legend. And just so you realize that I'm not using the word living legend lightly, I'll gladly show you evidence of that. The Jamaican athlete basically has one of the most impressive list of awards in his career. He is an 8-time Olympic champion, 3-time Diamond League final winner, 2-time World Champion silver medalist, 1-time World Athletics final winner, 1-time World U20 champion, and 24-time Diamond League. Would you like me to stop yet? I can go on, but I won't, or else we'd be here for hours. But let me just point this out. In addition to his 9 Olympic Games gold medals, Usain won 11 World TNF Championship titles. He completed the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x100-meter sweeps at the 2009 World Championships in Berlin, the 2013 World Championships in Moscow, and the 2015 World Championships in Beijing. He won the 200-meter and 4x100-meter at the World Championships in Daegu in 2011. Simply put, he became arguably the most dominant sprinter of all time. Now, as you're all well aware, Bolt has since retired, and the Tokyo Olympics held in 2021 was the first in more than 2 decades without him. Although Bolt's last Olympic appearance came at the 2016 Summer Games in Rio de Janeiro, where he won 3 gold medals, he returned to the track in 2017 in what would be the final year of his career. Bolt finished third in the 100-meter dash at the 2017 World Championships and was the anchor leg on Jamaica's 4x100-meter relay team a few days later. He received the baton, took a few steps and winced in pain, stricken by another one of the hamstring injuries that plagued him throughout his career. Bolt announced his retirement thereafter. After retiring from track and field, Bolt went back to his first love, soccer. He famously tried out for a professional team in Australia, the Central Coast Mariners, and spent about 8 weeks with the team, even appearing in a few exhibitions.
Well, Benny, I want to know how quick Millgate is there, because he chased the fastest man in the world down.
However, the soccer career ultimately didn't pan out. In the years since, Bolt dipped his toes in music, so to speak. He's
unstoppable. They said it was impossible.
He's produced several songs and has spoken about wanting to bring Jamaica's dancehall genre to an international audience. He's also become a father. The 8-time Olympic gold medalist has become a father to daughter Olympia and twin sons, Saint and Thunder.
And the energy, you can see the energy start picking up there. Doing a lot more now. So for me, I'm enjoying it.
He may have turned a new leaf as he embraced fatherhood, but the fact remains that Bolt still holds the world record and is therefore still considered the world's fastest man. For context, the Jamaican track superstar currently holds the world records in the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x100 meters with times of 9.58 seconds, 19.19 seconds, and 36.84 seconds. Now, the question is, will the men's 100-meter or 200-meter world records fall first? Well, who else to ask except the current holder of both records, the 8-time Olympic champion Usain Bolt, right? I really don't know. I think the 100 meters going to be harder because it's quicker, and if you make a mistake during the race, you're not going to get it, he said in an interview. He, however, noted, "It's a lot more technical, so I think maybe the 100 meters going to go last." Reflecting on his 100-meter world record in Berlin in 2009, Bolt shared, "I remember actually we had a bet, me, my coach and my masseuse, on how fast I was going to run. I knew I was going to break the world record because I was in such good shape at the time. I was running great throughout the season." Meanwhile, in the years since he stopped competing professionally, he has leaned into his personal life. A recent development, though, was the news that he is in talks with World Athletics to find a pathway back to the sport. "I would love to make a bigger impact in sports as long as they want me to," he said, referring to the track and field's governing body. Bolt said he believes that running could use the lightheartedness he brought to every starting line. "It's going to be a process. After me, it kind of went down because of who I was as a person and how big my personality was," he said. However, he did note that people like Olympic bronze medalist Noah Lyles have continued the tradition of bringing joy and energy to the sport. And speaking of Noah Lyles, watch this to see if he has what it takes to bring down Bolt's long-standing records.